how frequently do 10% market corrections happen?
Me do that.
Oh, did you
No.
do it though? Yes, you didn't do your homework, and I knew based on the look on your face. They looked at data from 1954 through December of 2023 to let me know how frequently does this sort of thing happen. So again, this does not include any data from 2024 or 2025. We did have a 10+% market correction back in April of this year, so that's not included in this data. But what they found for that time period was that a 5% or more correction happens about once a year, a 10% or more correction about once every 30 months, 15% or more about once every 5 years, and 20% or more about once every 6 years. Now, again, all they're doing here is measuring how many of these did you have over this time period. There are obviously long windows of time where they had no corrections. There's also probably a number of periods of time where they had multiple of these in short time periods. So I don't think it tells you anything about the likelihood of them, but just to point out that a CEO telling you that they're worried about stocks prices falling by 10% or more in the next 24 months is not anything useful or unique. It happens on
you don't know their
average
motivations
once every 30
either.
months.
Maybe they want to buy back equity or something. Look, no CEO wants their stock price to fall, so I'm being a little bit silly there. But with respect to these short sellers, and as we talked about in the last hour, that's a way that certain unconstrained managers, which we'll just call generically hedge funds, can bet against a company or against a market. You don't have to. You could short a market. You could short the S&P 500. You could short any security if you find somebody willing to loan you the security so as to affect the transaction. Everyone we hear from is motivated. They're all talking up their own book, as they like to say in finance. So you have to consider the source and be wary of people making exuberant predictions, like the CEO of NVIDIA or something, saying the sky's the limit. Well, you would say that. These guys are all basically paid or acting in the prospect of getting paid
to juice their stock prices.
Yeah, or to induce some. And look, markets are going down today. Maybe the most reasonable catalyst is a renowned short investor going public with these current short positions.
Right. And I know, it's not always as explicit as in some cases, but in the case of Tesla, for example, they are literally voting on a compensation package where Elon Musk could be paid, what was it? Is it $1 trillion pay package?
Why not?
If the company hits $8.5 trillion in market capitalization. So the compensation is very directly tied to the stock price performance, and so no surprise that the CEOs would talk it up in one way or another.